back to justice. With me now, former speechwriter for President Nixon, Ben Stein. All right, Ben, look, you have some very strong feelings about this judge. Why don't you give us a 30-second breakdown of what you think of the Hawaiian judge who put a stop to the president's second executive order on the temporary travel ban?
The Constitution is absolutely clear-cut, Your Honor. The president has authority over immigration. Congress has given it to him over and over and over again. This judge suddenly came out of nowhere, out of some surf shop in Hawaii, and he says, no, I have authority over everything. It's up to me. Forget what the Congress did. Forget the Constitution. I'm in charge. Now, this is a very bad situation in which any law can be struck down by even the most trivial district court judge. And really, the judges have become the dictators in America. We have essentially dictators in black robes now telling the American people, your votes don't matter, Congress's votes don't matter, I'm in charge.
Well, and of course, the judge that you referenced was just up on the screen, that Derek Watson. And, you know, he's another Harvard man, though, you know. Doesn't that add a few credentials to his resume?
Not if you've gone to Yale Law School like me.
I knew you were going to say that.
Harvard Law School graduates are very, very smart people, and some of my best friends, very, very brilliant people, are teachers at Harvard Law School. But at Yale, we developed the theory of legal realism. That was long before my time there, which said, basically, judges can just decide anything they want. Doesn't matter what the legal precedents are. Doesn't matter what the statute is. They can just decide anything they want. They can find a case somewhere and claim that backs them up. And then suddenly they're in charge. It's a very serious situation in which
but
basically
Ben, forget about finding a case, Ben. What this judge said was, I'm going to find animus against Muslims based on what he said in the during the campaign. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely
Since when do you go beyond the four corners of the executive order and say, I'm going to look for animus? How about you say to the CEO of GE, what'd you say to that broad the other night in a bar? Not that I'm suggesting anything. I don't even know who the CEO of GE is. You know, it's the four corners of the contract. End of the story.
It is not the end of the story in the theory of legal realism, which we developed again at Yale Law School long, long ago, which says judges don't have to be bound by the four corners of the contract or the Constitution or the laws of Congress or the laws of the states. It's whatever they want to decide, and then they will say that's the law. Very dangerous situation. We essentially have a situation in which the judiciary is out of control, not bound by anything but themselves. We want a strong judiciary. We want an intelligent, vigilant, very strong judiciary, but we do not want a judiciary which has suddenly made itself dictators, and that's basically what's happening now.
And, you know, when you talk about animus, I can't help but think that some of these federal judges, district court, lowest level federal judge, you know, are responding to some of the things that Donald Trump has said during the campaign. You know,
of course they are. Of course they are. Well, I mean, I have a friend named Nolan Rappaport, a very, very, very smart man I've known for almost all of my life. He's a great expert in immigration law. He said it's a simple thing. The president can decide, the Congress can decide, none of it matters. If the court thinks judge doesn't like Donald Trump, they'll rule it unconstitutional. It has nothing to do with the law. It just has to do with the judge's personal animus against Trump. It's not an animus against immigrants that matters. It's not animus against Muslims that matters. It's the court's animus towards Trump. That's what counts.
No, I agree. And very quickly, because we've got to wrap in a second, Gorsuch's hearings start tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen? We haven't heard much. What does that tell you?
I think that we haven't heard much. He's a very impressive guy. The New York Times is trying to drop a big lead anchor around him about his connections with a very rich guy named Anschutz. I don't think it's going to fly. I think he's going to get through. I think he will be a great, great justice. God bless him.
Yeah, I think so, too. And Ben Stein, what do you think about Russia? Is Russia hacking us?
I imagine they're hacking us, and I imagine we're hacking them. But, I mean, that's standard stuff. And, by the way, the Wall Street Journal, which I consider the greatest paper in the country by far, hinted very strongly just before Trump came out with saying that Obama was tapping him, that Obama was tapping him. So that's not something that Trump just dreamed up out of thin air. Okay. It's been widely reported.
Okay, good. Thank you, Ben Stein. Okay.
God bless you, Madam.
Thank you.
Judge.
And only I can visit the St. Patrick's Day Parade and get